As many people know who have watched the show, not here for the Luka Dončić hate. Am I here for the Luka Dončić hate?
You're not. I'm just trying to figure out why you keep having me back to talk about him.
Well, the contrarian is in the building, apparently. He took a picture with the Mamba, Kobe Bryant. He could learn so much just by picking his brain and then also just scrimmaging.
Kobe's been working with a lot of people.
He has. He's turning into like the new Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
When like everyone in the offseason is like, oh, he's with Hakeem. He's going to have a low post game now. Like, yeah, guys can learn a thing or two,
Kobe should
especially
start charging
European
like half a mil for an off-season session with each guy.
Hell no.
That'd be awesome.
Hell no.
He's like, you just signed a
playing it
multi-million-dollar deal. Here, $500,000, I'll help you out.
Here's what I don't like, is the criticism that Luka Dončić continues to get because he's European. Here's what I mean. Without that athletic edge, many scouts believe he will have to adjust his game, much like Serbian Nikola Jokic has done over the past 3 years, relying more on the threat of his jump shot in order to create lanes and passing angles. Let me stop here for a moment. The comparison is always a European to a European.
Hey, I'm writing
that
right
is the
now.
way of sports writers.
Listen, Jokic, right?
Yeah.
And Doncic, right?
Doncic, yeah.
Am I pronouncing this correctly?
Yes.
Come on, Jokic and Doncic. It's the same thing.
And Goran Dragic.
Once they sound the same.
And Boban Marjanovic.
Once they are the same, sound the
and
same.
Dario Saric.
They are the same.
Hey, look, my point is, I have compared
It's
Luka
so frustrating.
Doncic. It's
It'd
so
be
frustrating. But I've compared Luka Doncic to a European player who many people will not compare him to, who I think his game is very, very much comparable to and comparable to. And you know who that is? Manu Ginobili. Neither of them have the foot speed. Neither of them are like gonna shoot above 40% from three or anything ridiculous like that. They play well within the confines that their body will allow and that the game presents to them. They have incredible vision. Yeah, they add a European flair. They're not quick, but they do have a good first step in order to manipulate any defense to get one guy open.
Am I
That
wrong?
is the comparable guy.
Isn't he from Argentina?
Yeah,
Manu Ginobili.
yeah.
And where's Doncic from?
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Oh, he's South American.
None of this makes any sense. I don't see your connection. It's like two different parts of the world.
Because I'm not being like a lazy ass Jason Whitlock, like just trying to be like, white guy. See what I'm doing?
So, but no,
I got more for you.
yeah,
I got
good.
more
I
for
would
you.
like to see more
While
what's happening.
Doncic has shown an ability to create his own shot off the dribble, shooting 31% from the shorter three-point line of the ACB and Euro League, has left room for criticism. Here's a big one. While many of the one-and-done players in this year's draft have spent the past 2 years playing 30 to 40 competitive games against high school and college athletes, Doncic was busy balling 7 to 80 games per year against fully developed pro players on teams who have experience and coaching to integrate complex defensive schemes. Here's what we mean. The first 30 games and then the rest of the season, right? This is what we're seeing from Luka Dončić. Totally understand it's gonna happen, okay?
That he falls off, he's getting tired.
That he falls off and he's getting tired. We unfortunately, here we go.
Right?
If we could skip ahead to graphic 7, here's what has happened between some of the most notable players through the first 30 games and the rest of the season. This is actually pretty good stuff from Flow Hoops. And how we're going to see a drop-off, mainly from a lot of rookies who are playing in 40 games, in comparison to Luka Dončić, who's played in 70 plus for a pro-level European team.
But that three-point line is closer.
But the three-point line is close.
Also, so this thing, I think I'm sorry if I'm picking the wrong guy, but we were just talking about him. The Lakers kid. We just had his name on.
Kyle Kuzma.
So Kuzma, I think, was on one of the NBA TNT things, and they were talking about the long season. I did mention this before because it's one of those things people don't think about.
Okay.
He goes, man, we got tired. Not we. I got tired.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't expect it. I'm young. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, we're going through the season. We're traveling. We're having fun. We're doing this. It's a loosey-goosey fun team. He goes, and you just get tired. And it's weird. It'll drain you, and you don't realize what's going to happen. So maybe this is something that he has some, at least enough experience in. It could be one of the intangibles that's outside of the whole thing about playing with professionals and leading a team and being MVP and winning championships, all that stuff that he's got, but just knowing when the fatigue factor is coming. So after your first year in the NBA, I'm sure guys like Kuzma are going to be like, I remember when I got tired. Let me prepare for it this time.
Totally.
Or let me somehow, you remember the Spurs? People get mad about how they'd sit certain guys for the playoffs. It's like, this is a big
that was like 2014,
deal.
and they got fined like $500,000 as a franchise.
It's a big deal. And these are veterans they were doing it with. So at least this, I think this is probably one of the biggest intangibles, because then at least you have a chance to know what's coming as far as just your body rather than what everyone else is doing. But then also realizing the rest of the players are going to be experiencing similar things with their
Very
fatigue.
much so. All right, moving forward. While none of the evidence provided above by any means guarantees that Doncic will have the best career of any 2018 rookie, be the best shooter, even a good shooter, I think many of the rookies and scouts have been a little too quick to write him off. If we consider the context of the numbers that surround our discussions, he has a real opportunity to surprise us all. Then there's this. Tasked with a larger burden on offense, his commitment to off-the-ball defense declined. It was once again proven that he is not suited to defending at the point of attack, consistently needing to be paired with a smaller player capable of handling opposing guards. His release gets a little bit quicker every year. That's a positive. But here's the main thing that I'm seeing with all this, is that they are still judging a book by its cover, thinking this is a 19-year-old who's going to get killed in the NBA. I've said this so many times. If he were to be a boxer, he would be a light heavyweight. He's big. He's like 200, 205, 6'7", lengthy, can handle his own, can switch on to other players, can probably guard 3 positions from the 1 to the 3. And if teams go small, he could defend the 4. Do not doubt this kid and say, well, you know, he's coming from the soft European league. He played for the best team outside of America in Real Madrid. Won a ton of awards at 19 that many others have not won in their entire careers in basketball. So I hate the criticism that he continues to get, because him learning from Dirk, learning from Kobe as we just saw, and playing with Dennis Smith Jr., this is a win-win for not only Doncic, but the Dallas Mavericks going forward.
I hear you, but he's gonna have his struggle. So I get your pushback because there's so much. Yeah, because there's so much.
I'm not saying he's gonna be perfect and shoot 100%. I'm saying the criticism isn't warranted.
But the thing is, this is what I said this before. A lot of even the praise was happening for Luka Doncic. I said if I was in his position, I would hope everyone would just. I was like, shh. Just stop talking about me, because there's targets being formed on my back. As everyone goes, oh, you guys don't know what you're about to get from Luka, right? And he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna be perfectly fine. And look what happened with Marco Rubio. I'm sorry,
Marco Rubio.
I'm in my politicals head right now. Ricky Rubio. Hey, come on, at least it's the same last name. Ricky Rubio had all of this hype coming in, right?
No, tell me what happened with Marco Rubio.
Marco Rubio. He's kind of selling out too.
You know?
Ricky Rubio.
You know what he does allow, actually? You know, the difference between Ricky Rubio and Marco Rubio is that Marco Rubio allows shooters to shoot.
All over Florida.
No, everywhere.
I know. I'm trying to take us away from that.
No, we don't have to.
We can't.
We don't have to.
So
you see this logo? How many times do I do this? You see this logo? You see that right there? That's Marco Rubio.
I mean, okay.
I like Ricky Rubio, all right? His defense has actually improved against shooters.
How long has Ricky Rubio been in the league?
Marco Rubio just bends over.
How long has he been in the league? He's 27 years old. He came in 2011. Ricky Rubio did.
Ricky Rubio.
Right?
Yeah, when he had the hair and everything.
Remember when Ricky Rubio had the hype about Ricky Rubio? Ricky Rubio, oh my God. He was one of those that was chosen over some like all-star champions, right? Wasn't that the
Steph Curry.
Yeah, it was
chosen over Steph
draft,
Curry.
Right? Okay.
Him and Johnny Flynn.
Everyone, as soon as Ricky Rubio had his little struggles he had, it's, oh, Ricky Rubio, bust. What happened to him? Ricky Rubio is still in the league. He still plays a very important role for the Utah Jazz, for an up-and-coming team in the Western Conference.
Got injured in the playoffs.
And his team was upset about what they're missing from him. That's the kind of, I think, going to be hard to deal with the tension that Luka's going to get. It's comparable to what happened with Ricky Rubio, because everybody's like, oh my God, this guy's going to be this. And then if you're not that and more right away, people are going to say, look at this guy, loser.
Who do you think has better aim, Marco Rubio or Ricky Rubio?
You tell me.
Polo.
It's only up to you. You tell me.
They should tell us. Comment section below. Do you know what you could get for $4.99? Maybe 1 pack of Skittles. You know what's better? A lot of content. So download the TYT app, available on iOS and Android.